In this video, we're going to show you our all new picnic table. So we've been selling the picnic table for a while, Cube picnic table, which is this picnic table. Oh my goodness me, which had these shapes in so that when you put it down, you could put cups in it and other bits and pieces. But someone said, can you just do it with like a full-on Molle plate? Things, we said, that's easy. So Zach, he did it all and I approved the design. And then we got it here and we went to put it on. And it was like, oh no, we'd forgot the 2 holes where the little thumb turns go in. And we'd ordered like 50 of them. So we're like, oh no. I said, don't worry, Zach, we can do this. So we have designed a new clip at the top. And I would like to say it was pure genius on our part, because now you don't have to unscrew. But it was actually, what was the expression, Destiny? Necessity is the mother of invention, because we had all these. So now we actually have a much better design where it just clips into place and it doesn't rattle and you've got to release it to pull it off. Okay, so we're quite happy with this design. So we are launching this. So we're going to do the video now. We are going to show you how to fit this, but let's just give you a quick look at the product. So we've got some clips for these Land Rover lashings. We've got these cutouts here. We have got these clips for these products that are available on our website. I particularly like using these because otherwise they're just going to end up in landfill, and they're a really nice sort of non-rattling lashing, so I like to use them where we can. So you get this, so this is no drill, you just bolt straight on. We give you some extra bolts because these are longer bolts, but you've got the clips. This one goes on the right hand side, this one goes on the left hand side. You've got the brackets that bolt onto the door. There's some spacers in here. Notice you've got the short bar and the long bar. You've got the dome head nut in the middle because that's where you could catch your arm on it. These other bolts are all in. That's it. So we're now going to take this off and join you in 2 seconds, and we're going to show you how to start at the beginning with your door and fit this. Right, so this is the components you are going to get in the kit. Basically, you've got the table, you've got the top mounts with some longer screws, you have got the side brackets that screw into the door with these spacers that will sit in, you've got the strap brackets that need to be configured like so. Right, let's make a start. So Destiny's doing this. So I reckon pick the brackets first. First, you have to remove 6 screws. So there is 1 and the 2 side ones, and the same on the other side. 1 and the 2 side ones. Get those removed. There are Torx T30. They are M6 by 20mm screws, but they're just not long enough when you've got to go through the extra bits and pieces. So, right, there you go. Put those to one side. Right, grab your bracket and spacers. Oh yeah, you need a 4mm Allen head. That's it. Right, so you can grab those 2. Grab the washers, grab the bracket. Now, the bracket is curved to suit this little bit at the bottom here. So you'll know you've got it on the right side. Put the 2 bolts through. There's 2 spacers, or do the top spacer first, maybe.
Well, you can't get behind it.
You can't get behind it, right?
Unless you were to swing it, I suppose.
You're going to go for the whole shebang.
Yep.
Going to go that. That's it. Spin them in by hand. Get them started. Tighten that up then, and what the spacers do is the door card's not quite flat, so it just spaces it out so you're not squeezing on the door card. It takes the force back onto the mounting holes, which gives you a nice secure door. There you go, get those nice and tight. Right, then we'll do the same with the other one. There we go, screw those 2 up. Right, now well, next we're going to try and put the where should we go next? Should we put the clips on the top next? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the left-hand mount, we've called it left as you're looking at the door, which is technically on the right side of the car. But yeah, on the back it's got it's left, yeah. I think we had the same debate on the clips when we did the upper Molle plate. Should you call them left or right? When it makes sense, you're looking at it, you're working this way, it's on your left. And you can see that's contoured to fit exactly. You've put the longer bolt in, so this is the longer bolt. So these 2 are the longer bolts, these 2 are the longer bolts. Right, get that one. Yep. like so. And again, it matches the contour of the door, so you'll know when you've got it the right way around. Right, now we're going to hang the table. So the table goes, so there's actually, Zach has designed a little sort of trail sign there so you can see which way up it goes. So grab that. Now that should now sit over those two as little pegs, and we can use that to hold it there. And then we can look at getting the bottom pivots in. So the bottom pivot is a bolt, then the bush, then the table, then the nut. Okay, so it's a little bit tricky getting that nut in, but can you get it in through that Molle? Is there enough? Yeah. Right, so go through the bracket, into the bush, spin the bush on a bit, yeah, which is good because that stops us losing it, doesn't it? Line it up with the hole, spin that on.
And I'll actually leave that nut for a minute.
Okay, yes, I see, yeah, and grab the other two. Yeah, where that bush has almost got a little... almost a little mini thread in it. It allows you to. No, that'll take the weight of the table, won't it? Destiny's had a practice run to work it out, so we look good. Right, so do you reckon then that'll, if we pivot that down, do you reckon that'll hold it just on those, just gently? So they're M6 nylock nuts. Right. We'll tighten those in a minute. So they're a 10mm socket on those, but for now we'll leave them. We'll speed on. We'll tighten those up at the end.
Oh, hopefully.
Right. So next we need to get the straps on. So I'm going to suggest we make the straps on the table here. So we'll pre-assemble the straps. So so make sure you get it this way round. So pick up the little one, the little strap first, and then put that bolt through it. Put that middle bolt through it, and then the spacer, and then the big strap, and then the nylock, and then the dome head nut. Yeah. Right, we'll do the same on the other side. Grab your strap and the top fitting bolts. Now this is where we've got to be a bit tricky. So we put the bolt through, the bolt goes from the inside. So the bolt goes from the inside through the strap, then the spacer goes over that. Then it goes through the middle hole, and then the nut goes on. But yeah, it's important that you get the nut on the outside and the bolt on the inside and the spacer in the middle. We'll do the other side. Before we go any further now, we've got to start tightening some of these up. So let's just nip these up. Now obviously we don't want to go ultra tight because those straps will need to move. So we'll go through and just get them so they're just nipped up, but we can still just move the... Oh, you got that right? Bit looser, yep. So we can get that. And we're just coming through to the nylock, only just. Right, we'll get all those. So we're going to tighten up this one, and we're going to tighten up the bottom one as well. Right, so we're just doing the bottom one. But yeah, you should be able to get it. It should almost just stay in a position by itself. Get the bottom ones, always that tight in there. Again, 10mm socket. Right, and then we'll be ready to lift the table, and the straps should catch the bottom edge. It'll probably almost stay there now, yeah. Yep. And then we can get these straps out. We can align that up, and let's get the fittings then. Right, so here we go. Bolt through the straps, spacer over there, then line it up, get it in. Okay, into that hole that's there. Okay. Spin that on, do the same on the other side. So do the other side, yeah, and it's the second, it's not the first hole, it's the second hole. You shouldn't be able to reach the first hole, so it should be if you do it. So bolt through the strap, then the spacer over. So we got the spacer in between. Then
Oh my gosh.
you can lift that up a bit if it makes it easier. Right, and then we'll have to just do those two up. And then, are we there? Yeah. Then we're there. Just tighten those up and then we'll do a final demo. Right. Then we should better test it. So that should just flip up. And that should catch both of those, and it shouldn't pull up. I mean, if you give it a big pull, but we've tried slamming the door was our test to make sure it doesn't rattle or come loose. And then when you're ready to go, you can just release those, and there is your table all ready to do. Some people have said, can we do a wood insert? Something we'll try and do at some point, but not yet. We've got to get our machine running. This over in the corner there somewhere. But there we go. That is the Molle plate picnic table. And then you can put your Molle plate straps and get everything you wanted. We do also sell some little hook bits that you can make some hooks. They're on the website if you want to hang your tea towels or your utensils. But there we go. Happy camping.